So this was a junk removal job that came in the winter. And I remember that because in order to get my tools down to my truck, I was actually using my driveway like an ice skating rink. And I was skating the tools down to get over to this job. So the streets were all completely iced over. And this was one of those moments when you're driving to the job, just hoping that you're not going to end up on the side of the road or just get stuck in the middle of the street somewhere, which you are seeing happen around you as you're driving there. So eventually I get over there and I'm able to see this is a house that is being put up for sale and the people have already moved out. And these are all the items left over that they just didn't want to take. And this was a job I was doing for a real estate company who I had done many different jobs for in the past. And so this is a circumstance in which it's important to be very thorough and do a full walkthrough. And a perfect example of that was I made sure to walk outside into the backyard and then also go around that corner that doesn't seem like anything might be there, but hey, might as well check. And it turns out there's a trampoline over there. There's some very large, long handrails, and that would have been really bad if both of those items had been left there when the whole idea of me going over there is to get rid of all of this stuff. And so the circumstances are a little bit different because you need to be that person that will be responsible, be thorough, make sure that you are doing the work on behalf of the company that they want you there to do. And so it's also one of those circumstances where I'll be taking photos and just making sure that I'm not taking away something that they do want kept there, because sometimes that can happen as well. But once I was able to confirm what all was going and staying, then it was a matter of getting rid of the items in the garage, which that's where most of the items were. There were also some items in almost every room of the house, mainly the bedrooms, just some things. You're checking the closets, you're checking all these different random places. There was some furniture that was upstairs that needed to be taken down. And so then it was just a matter of getting the items loaded up. Now, one thing that made this job interesting was this house had a sloped driveway and the sidewalk, the yard, everything is encased in ice. And so I wasn't able to park up on the sloped driveway when I first got there because I wasn't confident the truck could actually get up there. So I parked down on the street. So it made for very interesting trips physically, getting the items down to the truck and then walking back up, because you're using so many more muscles in your legs stabilizing as you're walking on ice. And so it didn't take long for me to be feeling every single muscle in my feet, calves, and thighs. Later on the day, warmed up a little bit, so I felt good about backing the truck up the driveway, which I was able to do, and was able to then go ahead and finish out the job. And then I just made sure the garage was swept out and everything was looking good before I left. I always enjoy doing work for this particular real estate company because I've just done enough jobs for them where we've developed that trust, and I'm able to just go in and do what needs to be done. So even if the streets are completely covered in ice, I still can always feel good about doing work for them, and it's always my goal to make sure they feel the same way. I show creatives how to get paid to do jobs just like this so they can become their own funding source and have the money and free time they need to pursue their artistic interests. I break it all down at cashcowartist.com. The link is in the description.